this is worth playing. At the moment Trump announced, or that it was announced that Trump won SOT 3, and Charlie's reaction.
Let's go.
There it is.
Everybody should remember this moment. Look, I'm gonna echo Charlie from earlier. Remember where you were when this happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment, you said it's time to actually participate. And look what you guys have done.
And if anyone deserves to get tears in his eyes, it's Charlie. I think we all agree.
I think Erica was chopping some onions or something in the break room.
No one has worked harder than Charlie for this.
We gotta hear some words here from you, Charlie. You put all this together, my man. Let's hear it.
I am just humbled by God. It's all good. It's all good.
Aw, that is emotional to watch. I share your feeling, Charlie. I felt it that night too.
I just, I was humbled and blown away because throughout this entire thing, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. And I'm sure you agree, Megan. I said, there's no way they're gonna let us do this. That something's gonna happen, right? And again, call it paranoia, call it just trying to be ahead of the curve. And I'm sitting in the seat right here where I saw Trump got shot, and like they tried to kill him and indict him. And it's like at every turn, I'm like, here we go. The regime is striking back, right? And it's just, you don't think you're actually going to get there because we've been programmed to just say that like powerful people get what they want, right? And yeah, he was 1 millimeter from this whole country just going into bedlam. And what if one of these trials would have went differently, right? What if Jack Smith would have rushed his cases and like a million different things, right? And there you go, and you hear the words that Donald Trump is president-elect. I just, again, glory be to God is all I can say, because I believe there's a divine element. I asked the question, is God done with this land? I don't think he is. I think that the evil what we would see that you've covered of this butchery of children is going to come to an end. This evil of allowing men and female sports is going to come to an end. And we were blessed to play a small role. In
that moment, I had two of those moments like you on election night where they called it for him, and these boys from the high school were on the other side of the camera for me. And even more than my own reaction was their reaction that really got me, where they were some of them did what you did, like face into the hands. Some of them did arms up. It was like this with the hands behind the head. Like they were so relieved. You could feel the palpable relief and just exaltation, just that they weren't going to have to go on in the way that they've been going. And we, as you know, are at a non-woke school. That is why we're there. I mean, we fled a woke school and found the right school for us. So they're not getting it over the head, but they get it from society. And even if you find a good school for your kids, they get it from society. They get it from TV. They get it from the movies they watch. They now get it from sports. You cannot avoid the negative messages that are coming down to especially young men, and they felt it acutely. And the second moment, Charlie, was something you hit on in your answer, which was that night it hit that the DOJ was dropping its appeal in Mar-a-Lago case against Trump and dropping its J6 case against Trump because of their policy not to prosecute a sitting president. And I was sitting on here with the National Review guys and with Maureen Callahan, all of whom I love. And for me, having done so much on the lawfare, I almost couldn't catch my breath. It was like, I can't even talk. I felt like you felt in that clip, like I can't talk. I need just a minute. Like, who could put in just perspective the Herculean task it was for Trump to just get through those four cases, not to mention the civil. I mean, total and utter victory over very evil people.
I want to say, and I saw this firsthand, I hope your audience understands at every one of these charges, he had to have like a 2-hour meeting with lawyers about details about it, right? You know how it is, Megan, right? The strain that it took on him physically and mentally, where lawyers would come in with binders of stuff. Well, the government's accusing you of this. And then after that, Megan, he has to go on a plane and go give 3 speeches in Iowa, right? He's got to get on a plane and go give, a town hall and a podcast. And that, I think, was one of the reasons they did it, because they said, if nothing else, we'll be able to weigh this man down, right? We'll be able to slow him down and mess him up. And we might be, and he was in a courtroom back in May on a total Soviet show trial. I want your audience to just appreciate that. I know they locked up a candidate with the inability to campaign for weeks. And then Fannie Willis did what she did. And
one other word on that. One other word on the New York trial. Let's not forget, this is another piece of it. They humiliated him. That judge worked together with the prosecution to let in as many embarrassing details as Stormy Daniels could spew in her moments on the stand to humiliate him. Not to mention the mugshot down in Atlanta. They did their level best to try to make a fool out of him. I mean, all of it was just so infuriating. There's still, you got the New York judge who's still like, he could be sentenced to go to jail. Okay, that's happening, I think, November 26th. But it was just a complete rout, Charlie, just a complete rout there's something almost but almost superhuman in the way Trump handled all of it.
I cringe when some people say things a little more extreme than that, but I do believe that there was a divine element of the hand of God on him. And look, I have a lot of energy. I'm on like 4 hours of sleep right now. I've traveled with him. This guy gets 3 hours of sleep, and he gets up with tons of life force and energy. He'll take, by the way, just so everyone understands, before a MAGA rally, he takes 120 pictures. He will do a roundtable. He will speak for 40 minutes with friends. And then he goes and gives a 2-hour speech. And then he goes off and then holds court on the plane. As one of my friends on the campaign, Taylor, would say, I'd joke around, Taylor Bundowich, great guy. And I said, hey, Taylor, he's really sweet. I joked around because I would go to some of these events, and we hosted 2 of them for Trump a week out. And I said, hey, you getting some sleep on the plane? He said, Charlie, it's Trump Force One. I'm not, no one's sleeping on the plane.
There's no sleep.
No, he said literally when Trump is done, he says, I want the latest polling. How are we doing? How are we raising money? Get me on the phone with this guy. How's the senator doing? How's Ted Cruz doing? Should we do a truth? So, everybody, he ended his campaign. He got wheels down at 5 a.m. in Palm Beach on election day. 5 a.m. And on the flight down from Grand Rapids to Palm Beach, he's like, okay, is anyone waiting in the polls in line? How are we doing? How's the election integrity effort? They have not slept for 3 straight days. And Trump is like holding a session at 40,000 feet. You would think that finally he'd be like, okay. And yes. I've never seen anything like it.
No, what did we do? We went and we met him in Pittsburgh. I brought the whole family. That was Monday night. We got home by midnight, 12 after midnight, or 15 after, went to sleep. We were exhausted the next day. The next morning, my kids were like, what do you think Trump's doing? And I was like, they were like, do you think he's sleeping? I said, absolutely not. He's definitely not sleeping. He's awake. And then, Trump, of course, did it again, and he had rally after rally and stayed up late. I don't know how he does it. I do want to show you this, having brought up the New York trial and how jubilant you are feeling, and so am I. Not everyone feels that way. I give you Michael Cohen, who held a little live stream on TikTok, and he's enabled it in such a way that allows the people watching it to put like grafics on the screen, and then he charges them for it. So I guess this is how he makes money
bizarre.
Now. And it was wonderful. If you're listening to this right now, my friends, you've got to go to youtube.com, go to about 35 after the hour, and look at this video. Watch this.
No problem. Wow. Genius you are. Can we stop with that?
It's a turkey.
I appreciate it. I don't like the stupid turkeys. All right. Let's just knock that stupid shit off, please. All right. I did. I said I was leaving. And then the following day, get that through your dumb heads. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Thank you very much. All right? I'm not leaving anywhere. You leave. This is my country. And I have every right, every single right within which to turn around when we stop so we can. All right, 2 seconds. I'm going to end up blocking this idiot.
Charlie. God bless the people.
That's just good. By the way, that's probably some 19-year-old on TikTok. God bless him.
Yes.
That is just trolling Michael.
He's
I
part
love
of the team.
I love it. Oh,
Okay.
that's as good as it gets.
So that's Michael Cohen, but we were talking about the universities. That's incredible. This is turkey. For the listening audience, it's like a turkey. It's like a cooked turkey, butter-based, cooked, nice brown turkey with a big hole in the middle of it. It's like its little legs pointing down and its body all around his head. Trust in the media is at an all-time low. Can you blame them? Let's be honest. There's very good reason for this. We're all seeing how stories can be shaped or buried or killed or manipulated, depending on who's in charge. And this is why I want to tell you about a platform that does not play by those rules. One that prioritizes transparency above all else. Listen to this. The platform's called Ground News, an app and website that gathers related articles from around the world in one place, highlighting each source's political bias and corporate influence. And they show you stories that are underreported by one side of the political spectrum. A recent Gallup survey showed declining trust in mass media, and guess who didn't cover it? Left-leaning media. On Ground News, more than 80% of the coverage of this story is coming from right-leaning sources. Ground News has an entire blind spot feed with stories like this that are receiving lopsided coverage. And my viewers get 50% off their Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to their website and to their app. They are independent. They are supported by subscribers, not corporate interests. Check them out at groundnews.com/Megan. That's ground, GROUND, news.com/Megan to take back control of the news you consume. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.